Hello everyone, it's the Angry Honey Badger, and it's time for High Rank Commentaries, where we talk about these high rank games. We have the purple team against the blue team, and these players are all from Challenger or Diamond 1 today, and we're going to see what they're doing in this game. We're going to talk about that. With me, I have my good friend Ranger. Ranger, how are you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic. Let's get this game started.
First thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about the champions on the team. So I'm going to cover blue team. And on that side, it looks like we're going to have Nidalee in the top lane. We'll have Lee Sin in the jungle. Gragas will be taking over mid lane. And then down in bottom lane, we will have Corki being assisted by his support Zyra.
And on the purple side, we have Riven taking top lane. Skarner will be in the jungle. Fizz mid. And the Varus Annie combo for the bot lane.
Should be a pretty good game. I actually do like these teams as this set up fairly well. Nothing too ridiculously hard countered, I feel, either happening. It should just be some solid gameplay, just depending on these players and just their play styles. Right now, we do have a little bit of movement, though, happening in the opposing jungles and down in river. Annie currently with a stun up, just kind of holding down the river.
You know, I do want to say that Zyra does not have support masteries on right now. She has aggressive, so this is going to be a highly explosive bot lane. So get ready for an early kill, maybe some early aggression. I'm super excited to watch bot lane.
Yeah, it should be interesting. We'll see how that affects her. It's nice to have that extra, just little bit of ward or vision. You can put that in your own jungle just to have some vision. There we can see Annie just actually throwing down a ward and getting vision of Lee Sin, seeing that he is over by the red buff, and that is where he will be starting. That'll give them a little bit of information to see what's going to happen, and they'll know maybe where he'll be at for the first few minutes since he'll be starting at red buff.
You know, we were actually wrong. Riven is mid lane and Fizz is going top lane. This might be a switch because it's a little bit harder for Riven to go against Nidalee on the fact that she has that heal. So Fizz does have that Grievous Wounds, I believe it's called, which will take away from the heal. So that's a great play by the purple team to switch that up just before the game even starts, give it a little bit easier for Riven in the mid lane.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how that will also affect Gragas, because typically he's a little hard to bully out of lane, but her early damage may be something to just look out for, because she might be able to bully him out just a little more than he might be used to.
Yeah, and it's, again, Annie put that ward down by red buff, and this is going to make it so they know where Lee starts. It's really important. So right now, they know Lee is in the top part of the map. That's scary. Early game Lee does a lot of damage, so always be aware.
Early engagement's actually happening in bottom right now. Zyra moving in. Annie's going to have to flash away and get out. We also have Skarner getting invaded by Lee Sin. Lee Sin landing the Q. Oh, we have fights happening all over the map right now as everyone's just needing to back out. Nothing happened in bot. Looks like Lee is still chasing after the Skarner. Oh, and a shield just to barely ignore some of that red buff damage.
Yeah, that red buff almost picked off. It was a great shield at the end for Skarner to stay alive. But again, that's the way you gotta be scared of. You have to be afraid of Lee Sin invading you early game. That was a great job for Riven to help Skarner out at the last second, but that was really sketch.
Looks like bottom lane did get a little bit of an advantage in their little battle back and forth. Blue team right now trying to just kind of keep them away. Zyra picking up an extra damage, but Corki gonna Valkyrie in, hit him, maybe get one more standard attack. He's gonna flash in for the first blood as he takes one tower hit. He should be able to get away from Annie, maybe actually deal a little bit of damage to her, make her back off.
Yeah, they hit level 2 first. The bottom lane hit 2, you have to pull back. Corki was able to Valkyrie in, and then immediately after that to Phosphorus Bomb pick up the kill. So great job on blue side to have that level 2 awareness and advantage.
Now, judging from what I can see on the map, it would appear that on purple side, red buff of some sort is still alive, and that has not been completely cleared out. I don't know if Skarner did get his buff all the way, or if that's what he's going to start to work towards right now. Actually, we have Riven moving down through the river to maybe try to move in on the spot lane, as Corki is low, but he's just going to retreat.
Yeah, Varus just lost so much experience. That lane was pushed, he lost about 10 minions. That's going to make it so Corki automatically wins bottom lane. Like, it's hard to say, but that's just what happens.
Fizz actually is going to get ignited by Nidalee right now after he does some trickster moves towards her. He's just going to have to hang out by his tower. He's a little bit lower. We do have Skarner up on that side of the map. We'll see if he gets assisted by him right now, as he could use the relief with a gank.
Yeah, it's interesting that they already had a ward down. I don't know who placed that, but it was a really good job. Put the ward down, be safe, press your lane. So, smart play by Nidalee.
Because of that ward, Lee Sin actually is moving up towards top lane now. Lee Sin is going to come up here, maybe try to land this... No, he's just going to hit a minion.
Okay,
minion blocked in the way.
Taking care of that minion, whatever. It's still, the pressure is known. Lee Sin put pressure, Fizz has to go back now. So it's still a good play, even though the Sonic Wave didn't land.
Ooh, looks like Varus trying to make a little bit of a play to go back, but he's going to get slowed down by Zyra as she's able to get one of her plants to proc on him. See, red buff camp actually has not been cleared completely by purple side, as we can see Lee Sin as he just traveled through that area, so that is not going to be respawning for him. It looks like Varus getting caught out and he was not able to go back. He is going to die to Corki. That's a very unfortunate mistake.
I don't even understand that, because Zyra just walked around him. Like, she went to the river and I guess he thought she was going to go ward, but she just sat in the bush and then wrapped around and got the free kill. So there should not have been extended, and that kill should not have happened on any level.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where they both tried to go back at the same time. He tried to go back with his support. It's a smart play, so you both can just, you know, heal up get everything taken care of. Riven's actually getting destroyed right now in mid lane. But they went back together, and he got poked. And instead of getting poked once, running all the way back to his turret, and then going and recalling there, he decided to go back one bush, and then sticking around just that little bit extra time, ended up getting him killed. Should have just played it safe and went back to his tower.
Yeah, Purple team is just not playing this well. They are playing into Blue's hands. They are 2k ahead, Blue team right now, at 6 minutes in the game, with no objectives pushed.
Fizz is chasing right now towards Nidalee. They're both exchanging back and forth fairly evenly. I think his W eventually was just catching up in the damage, and that's going to help him pick up almost a kill, but will force her out of lane. Lee Sin down at bottom, doing a lot of damage.
I want to notice that Lee Sin is leveling up his Tempest, his cripple. It's the AoE that hits around him instead of a sonic wave. So he really just trying to run up to them and then slow them as much as he possibly can with that ability, instead of going for these amazing sonic wave damaging. So it's a different way. It's a different way of playing Lee Sin, and it's really effective if you can get to people.
Yeah, it's not terribly. I actually like that idea. It does work fairly well, and your ganks are just a little bit different in a stronger way sometimes. Just because that's slow and that cripples, it can work out for you, but you have to get to them, and unfortunately he's not doing that right now. Varus taking some damage though immediately from Corki. Valkyrie from Corki, one more standard attack might be enough. He's going to switch over to Annie since he's not going to be able to get in range as Zyra comes up to help, but just going to get both of them low. Zyra taking some extra damage though right there from Varus.
Yeah, that was a nice little I got you back piercing arrow from Varus, but again, Varus lost so much experience early game that his support is 5 and he is only level 3, and it's just too hard for him to keep up in damage in the lane.
Yeah, it's 3 levels being behind the enemy ADC. It looks like Zyra's going to pick up that kill, though, really fast on Annie. Varus not even able to assist in any way.
Yeah, really right now, the only chance Purple has is just to sit back and wait.
Looks like we got Fizz moving in hard, moving in with Shark onto Nidalee. Nidalee's going to move towards this bush, get some bonus movement speed, hopefully be able to just use Cougar form to get away.
Yeah, he ran into the bush, lost sight, so Fizz wasn't able to keep chasing. So it was a good job on Nidalee to get away from that correctly. But Fizz, again, is just dominating top lane.
Yeah, if we look back and forth right now, Fizz is getting out farmed just a little bit. We actually have Gragas doing a really good job of keeping his farm up against Riven, considering early, like I said, it looked like she was going to be bullying him a little bit in lane. Varus, though, the big story right here, died twice and with insufficient farm in comparison to Corki. He's really going to need to make something happen soon to try to catch up. We do have Riven chasing after Gragas, though, in mid right now, as Varus gets locked down in bottom lane. He's going to take a lot of damage and have to flash away.
Yeah, that was a really nice explosive cast that sent Riven far away from him, lets him body slam away and just disengage from the fight. It's smart. Riven's ultimate's a timed thing, so if she puts it up, just walk away for it. Let her burn that and then come back to her later.
Looks like Lee Sin is once again in purple jungle, dealing damage to this Skarner, but he's up by where Fizz is and Nidalee is up there. We'll see if they get into another fight, but I don't think they want to really dive this right now. Blue team has a comfortable lead, and right now they just need to pick up the kills they can with just the overall experience and gold that they currently possess.
Lee Sin is putting on pressure. He is being a bully. He is constantly in Skarner jungle all game.
We have just Nidalee and Fizz exchanging again. Lee Sin coming in with Gragas. Gragas doing a lot of damage. He gets the Ignite off. Lee Sin with the
Dragon's Rage?
Yes.
TM23. But yeah, it does finish off Riven at the tower, and that's gotta be frustrating for Riven, just to get smacked in the face after you did such a nice flash and dash away, you still get caught in the tower.
It's true. She did almost pick up I don't know if she hit Lee Sin there, but he did get low from, diving, but looks like they're just going to work on this mid turret, and this should be the first tower of the game falling.
This is going to put Blue team up 4K ahead at 10 minutes in the game. This is scary for both teams. They have to make something happen, whether it's a really good gank by Skarner. I mean, his ultimate Impale is amazing for pulling people into something, but really, what fight do you want right now? What fight do you want to create with Skarner? And I can't see an opening for him.
The other question is, what fight can you do right now with your laning teammates? You're not going to really do much with Fizz. You have Nidalee with too much mobility. You have a Varus right now that's just too low on farm and levels to really go up against an enemy and significantly deal damage. He's going to get hit once there, and Varus is going to have to back away. Though we do have Skarner coming in from the river. It looks like Zyra's going to try to cut them off. That's going to slow down Annie at least. He will get grabbed, though, by Impale. Oh, and he's going to get shut down immediately as Riven's here to help out as well.
And this is exactly what I was saying. Purple team had to make something happen, and they definitely did. Riven came from mid lane, and they put some pressure, and they're going to push a tower now. So it was a great job, even though Zyra had an amazing ultimate to separate. And there's more.
Zyra's going to hang out. She's actually going to get caught out, and she will die as well. She did have Lee Sin show up, but that's just not enough. When there's 4 champions in bot, a tower is not too much for them to worry about. They can eliminate anyone they please.
Yeah, Zyra just made a great play with that Stranglethorn's ultimate, but then stuck around. There's 4 people pushing your tower. Towers are not safe zones. Just back off. There's no reason to be there.
It's another good play, though, by Purple, picking up that tower. It does help with that goal a little bit. If we look now, they're also going to make a play for this dragon. They do have the player advantage on the map. That does get warded, though, immediately by blue team, as we have Gragas moving around, hopefully being able to just either scare them away from this or potentially pick it up. It looks like they are just going to safely retreat because Gragas right now is fairly big, and they just don't want to get into any unnecessary fights since they are edging back into this match.
Yeah, Gragas' combo just does too much damage. Skarner couldn't stick around, which means no smite. And then you have always that Lee Sin scare of Sonic waving in, using Resonating Strike and Smite at the same time, and just stealing Dragon from you.
We still have these top laners just kind of pushing back and forth. Both of them pretty much just laning right now. We do still have this Nidalee out farming Fizz, though, quite drastically. She is getting this tower fairly low, too. So, just something to maybe take note that there might be more gold coming to blue. It looks like they are also going to be able to pick up this dragon since purple had to retreat out of there. That was a good move for them to get over there and get that taken care of immediately.
Yeah, purple team kind of just gave that up. They didn't have wards there. They weren't in position. They were all low. It's another thing that just happens when you have so much control on the blue side already. It's hard to come back from that. And they're trying, but it just seems a little bit hopeless right now.
Looks like Gragas is up here. Fizz actually moves in on Nidalee for a second. He's going to have to Trickster away. And all coming in, landing on Nidalee. She's going to flash, try to pick up this kill. Looks like Gragas is going to secure it, though, with a body slam.
And then they're going to take the top tower, and here comes more gold just to the entire team of blue. Even though Riven tried to move, it's just too late.
Riven and Skarner are now up here. They are going to chase after Nidalee. She will get impaled, though, and immediately stunned by Riven. I don't know if she's going to escape from this, but she does have the speed. Oh, a good body slam, though, from Gragas, and she's ignited. She is going to not get away as one standard attack is going to finish her off. So great teamwork right there to secure that kill and save one of their teammates.
You know, it looked like Nidalee was going to die, but again, she has that heal. Right now, she already has a Ruby Crystal, a Doran Shield, and a Doran's Blade. She has a lot of life for 13 minutes in the game, so that was just a little risky.
Skarner getting moved in by everyone, getting kicked immediately towards that wall. Ooh, and a good Sonic finally landing, but not going to be able to secure that as Fizz shows back up.
Yeah, Fizz was able to scare him off, and Skarner lives, but the pressure is just, it's a lot of pressure. I feel so bad for Skarner right now. He's been bullied by Lee Sin, and Lee Sin is continuing the pressure on his face.
So at this point in the game, I'm not sure if switching lanes has really traded in their favor. I wouldn't say it's really gone against them, but I don't think it really is going to play out much differently than how it would have played if they would have been in their respective places.
Yeah, that's completely true. They did that swap hoping that they would a little bit better for lane matchups, but it just wasn't enough right now.
Looks like we have Riven down in bot lane right now. Oh, a great ultimate, though, from Zyra to get all of them knocked up. This might be enough for them to get away. We do have Corky working on some damage. He is pretty fed. Is he going to be able to pick up a kill? He will not. Zyra will also probably just have to leave this alone as now Skarner shows up, and they'll be able to kill her as well.
Yeah, they were just a little bit pushed, even though there was a great string of throws from Zyra. It just wasn't enough to disengage, and Purple Team does collapse and pick up some kills. So good job by Purple Team getting some things to happen.
I'm not exactly sure how they actually saw that show up, but Lee Sin moving in and picking up a kill. Well played by him, just kind of disguising himself and sneaking down there. A little bit greedy, knowing that a lot of that purple team is still down there and that he could get caught out. And he's actually still hanging around. He's going to run into Skarner here, but I think he's just going to retreat as the rest of blue team moves down. But what I was going to say is, a second ago, we had blue team Actually, they're going to get back into a fight, though, as Lee Sin finds Skarner again. He's going to slow him down. Gragas is now here. He's going to use that ultimate to knock him back towards that tower. And they're going to try to work on him. Corki's now here, too. Corki will actually pick up the kill.
That's an amazing thing. That's why Gragas is so picked, is because of that displacement. That ultimate can throw a champion from one direction into another and just completely shut them down from getting away. So great job by Gragas right there.
Going back to that fight that just happened in bot lane, though, not too long ago, when Riven showed up. At the time, there were wards all over the map, in their jungle even. I'm not exactly sure how Blue got completely caught out. They had 2 pink wards down in the river. They still do right now. They had another ward in Tribush behind Purple Tower as well, and that's where Riven, I believe, came from. So I'm not sure how they really did get caught out there.
Yeah, maybe that's just tunnel visioning, thinking that you can do whatever you want because you're ahead. And always be careful that you can throw a game just that easily by not looking at the minimap.
Looks like blue team is going to lose a turret, so purple getting a little bit more gold back, but they are right now getting pushed down middle, and I think this tower will fall, so another tower coming back to blue team.
Yeah, they're just pressing so hard right now, even with 4. Corki's still bottom, just farming minions right now. Oh, and another tower. It's just really good right now for blue side.
Annie having to burn a flash there. She needs to get away. We do have Riven, though, kind of... she was moving in from the back, but she's not going to now. She's just going to recall to get around the team. We have Nidalee just going all out on the Skarner right now as Lee Sin is diving that Varus, but actually kicks him away.
Yeah, that was an interesting chase right there for Lee Sin. Varus didn't really need to be shut down. He's already the lowest champion in the game. He's already in his base. Just let him go. Just let it go. You don't have to keep pounding him into the ground to make yourself feel better.
Nidalee is just getting caught just a little bit right here. She is going to get stunned by Annie. Oh, and Tibbers coming in too from her as we have the wind slash coming across from Riven. She's ignited too. I'm not sure she's going to get away from this. Oh, a heal though might be enough to get her. Oh, it is. We have Riven still chasing though, using everything she can. Oh, and Graga showing up to slow down with a body slam. A good save by both of them, using that heal and with the body slam.
That is demoralizing. You use 2 ultimates, 2 summoners, and you still can't pin down the Nidalee. The Nidalee did a great job in waiting that last tick to heal. Got as far away as possible from Riven before she switched out of Cougar and healed. So, again, a great play by Nidalee. It's a little depressing right now for purple side right there.
Yeah, those are the kills you want to secure, especially when you've used that much on them. You really need to make something happen when you're using all of his abilities. So, that's really unfortunate, but, I mean, it was a good try. Looks like we actually have Corki trying to chase down this Fizz, but Fizz is just going to have to turn around and use that to get away.
Yeah, Fizz doesn't have any items completed yet other than Sheen, and this means he doesn't have the Spell Pen boots, he doesn't have Lichbane. He really cannot kill Corki 1v1 when Corki already has a Trinity Force and a Vamp Scepter running.
Yeah, right now, the gold is getting away from purple team, and there's just probably not too much they're going to be able to do unless they once again make something happen come up shortly, because they're just behind. Zyra trying to get a little greedy with her warding, or de-warding. But looks like Nidalee is just trying to find anyone she can. She does get impaled, though, as Fizz shows up as well. It's a lot of damage. We also have Riven moving in, too. She might finally get caught this time. She will flash, and she looks like she is going to fall. Well, she heals herself again. She's going to get away once again as Graga shows up to kill Fizz. And the rest of purple team is just going to have to retreat.
Nidalee is doing so much work by just drawing attention to herself right now. She's not dying. She's constantly making purple team have to react, and it's just working in her benefit.
Gragas is going to 2-hit Annie there with a body slam and a barrel, so little engagement tried to happen, but everybody just kind of backed away, but a quick back and forth there from Gragas.
That's just not fair. She's a little girl, and he's an overweight man, and he just jumped on her, and that's just not cool.
Looks like Riven actually tried to chase after this Nidalee. She was that upset with her getting away again, but now it looks like she's going to get caught out by Gragas, Lee Sin, and Nidalee's turning it back around to chase. She has a bit of mobility. Wow, Varus gets immediately killed by Corki in mid lane. And Riven's going to get taken down by the unstoppable Gragas.
Yeah, they're just so far ahead. Corki, Valkyrie's over a wall, can 2-shot Varus right now. Varus still doesn't have... Oh, he does have a completed item. I'm sorry. He got Bloodthirster, but he's just so far behind Corki right now that Corki can have his way with him at any point that he wants. And it's just... it's too far right now. This looks like a 20-minute surrender just by how much pressure they're putting on by blue side.
Yeah, there's not a lot that really purple can do. I'd say if you can get your whole team together for like maybe a 5v3, that's about your best bet right now. But even then, that's a bit of a gamble at this point. There is a dragon up on the map, but right now they don't have any vision to get over to that, and they're really running blind if they go for it.
Well, Blue team has a great synergy with Zyra and Gragas, and purple side has Annie, which is an AoE stun, but then just Skarner.
Skarner moving in with the Impale after Gragas comes in and he busts a barrel. He's actually going to get shut down by Riven, and they're moving in on Lee Sin. Lee Sin getting very low as they continue to chase. Fizz is going to pick up the kill on Lee Sin, and it looks like they're actually going to push this blue team out and through the jungle, and this is maybe the gap they need. They're also pinging this dragon saying, hey, if we're going to catch up, we have to do it right now or this game is over.
Yeah, Skarner's blitzing right to Dragon. That's a great play. Objective focused. As soon as you want a team fight, push an objective, whether it's a tower, a dragon, a baron. Do something when you win a fight. Don't just sit around and go shop. Right now, they're all weak, they're all going back, and they're down men. So just push an objective.
Now, unfortunately, what has just happened is Skarner immediately went to Dragon. No one came with him for the first 20 seconds. And this is actually something you can't do, because whether or not they get this in time, I think they will. If they start to recall in the river, they might get caught out. So they need to do that a little bit quicker. You can go and fix your lanes that much faster, too. So, I mean, it was good teamwork just to still get that and get it taken care of, but there were about 30 extra pings in there they really didn't need. And that might actually slow them down in the long run, and they might lose out on gold because of it.
Yeah, a little bit, maybe a miscommunication, an argument, what happened. But again, if everyone follows a call, it's going to be 100% better than if 2 people follow a call. So even though it might not have been the call you want, try to think that maybe this person knows what he's talking about. Everyone can't be a chief. There needs to be some Indians in the mix.
Looks like we got a lot of minions in mid, but it looks like Skarner's going to get caught out a little bit. He's just going to make a retreat. He is quick, but we have Valkyrie coming in from Corki. If he gets up here much closer, 1 or 2 more hits is going to be enough. He's going to flash forward and pick up the kill.
And Varus is still not out of the clear right now. Oh, wait, never mind. Yeah, he is. He's fine. I thought Zyra was wrapping around, but they decided to switch to Riven, and Riven just looks like she's going to get shut down immediately.
Riven wanted to come in from behind to try to move in on the team. Varus did retreat, but then she got caught out trying to move forward. She probably should have stayed in that bush. They didn't have vision of her. She could have recalled.
Riven is going for an armor pen build, which I really don't agree with on the fact that...
and there's a surrender vote from purple. They knew it was done. But what were some of the key things that resulted in that surrender vote coming in?
The fact that you did the lane swap, but Riven got completely shut down by Gragas. Gragas is out farming Riven, which just shouldn't happen. Riven should be able to bully Gragas at least to dash around the barrel and not take damage. And then the fact that Varus missed, if you remember, he died really early and lost 2 full waves of minions at the tower. That put him 2 levels behind. Corki just pressed that lead, and Varus never caught up. They didn't have an ADC for that game. And again, Lee Sin pressured Skarner. Skarner was never able to do a level 6 gank, never be able to get his buffs fully. And it was a lot of pressure that they were not able to deal with when they needed just to wait about 20 minutes to put on the pressure to successfully make it so purple team could win. So...
yeah, those are some good points. Just those overwhelming early pressure in a lot of those lanes just kind of bullied them out of a position to really just be any kind of contestant in this fight and in this game. So just a little bit too much early pressure, falling a little bit behind, and you'll find yourself in a world of hurt. But thank you for joining us today for this high rank commentary match, and we hope you join us next time on the Fields of Battle. Looks like we're probably going to have Shyvana go in on this first, maybe. Although Rams now rolls in, Tremor's coming out. We'll see who picks up this Baron, which smite goes off. It looks like blue team will secure the Baron, although